When I visited with Mark and Jesse at Center for Advanced Design, they shared that great product designs includes thinking about assembly and test fixtures early on. In fact, Mark and Jesse have learned to work faster and cheaper with contract manufacturers by bringing supporting designs to them. This means quicker turnaround for finished products to be shipped.
We were able to bring to them something that their customers typically don't, which was like, here's how we envision the production line. This is how we produce it ourselves. So we were developing and designing the fixtures and test fixtures, test rigs, kind of everything all the way down the line. I think there was probably about maybe 30, 35 separate fixtures. We were able to save a lot of the costs by not having to have them develop fixtures for us, and a lot of time as well. And that's what we do, and we're pretty quick at it. So we have a customer that we ended up developing, I think, 45 individual fixtures for when the product was all done. And then you start to create really oddball fixtures because there's no way to hold the product. I mean, it's kind of an odd shaped product, and it moves and stuff like that. And so you're then creating a fixture that is maybe overbuilt or it's holding it in a weird way. We set out early on saying, like, if we're going to do this thing, let's just make every part so that it has a fixture that goes along with it, right? So
as LidBoss continues production, they need to incorporate fixture design as early as possible. This would be an ideal task for Dan Designer, but as it turns out, he's out of the office for the rest of the week, headed to a trade show. And that means he's traveling light.
On his tablet, Dan is reviewing his tasks for the project. He spots a priority task to create an assembly fixture for the base components and realizes he can take care of this while he waits. He wasn't expecting to do any design work, but that's no problem with 3D Experience Works. Even without his workstation or the files, he's going to be productive in his downtime. With the whole team connected to the platform, Megan has conveniently attached the current SOLIDWORKS assembly to the task. Dan simply brings the SOLIDWORKS files with him into XDesign. He quickly searches the platform for the clamps in their Common Components library. Gone are the days of digging through network drives looking for folders of library components. Dan moves the clamps using familiar shortcuts such as breadcrumbs. He mates them in place by simply selecting the two mating faces and using the intelligent on-screen prompts just as he would in SOLIDWORKS. He adds a new component to create the fixture geometry in context. As a SOLIDWORKS user, Dan finds XDesign to be a comfortable extension of his skills. The interface, operation, and shortcut keys carry over with a few added productivity tools. Sketching feels at home with standard tools and relations, as does creating features. Working in context is efficient, with options like the ability to click and hold to launch selection filters. Dan adds a few more features to finish off the fixture. Satisfied with his ability to progress the design while on the go, Dan checks the community for any updates before showing off his work. He's anxious to impress his coworkers when the part comes off the printer before he even returns to the office. Much to his disappointment, he finds a post from Megan indicating that the printers are at capacity and no new prints can be started for the week. Not to be deterred, Dan takes advantage of 3D Marketplace Make. This is a network of fabricators available on demand through the 3D Experience platform. To make the files available for quick access down the road, he creates a bookmark centralizing all of the data related to the fixture. With that, he updates the task, letting Megan know that the files are ready to go and should be on their way soon.
I'm with Dan. I like to leave my work laptop at work, but I always have my tablet, so it makes a ton of sense to have these browser-based design tools available to jump on any challenge. I think we're all on the same page when it comes to incorporating fixture designs early on. But what else should the team be thinking about working on here? I mean, we've got assembly instructions, there's marketing materials, there's packaging and figuring out alternate suppliers. I wonder what they're going to tackle next.